that, I
Okay.
will send you link for video in
Yeah.
YouTube. So maybe any of my colleagues will join later, but I think we can start.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, first of all, my name is Tatiana. I work in company Team Lead. We make a lot of different plugins for Jira and Confluence. Today, I guess we will talk only about HelpDesk, right?
Yeah. What other plugins your company has?
You mean another plugins?
Yeah, other plugins. I know there is something with CRM related. Just can you please briefly explain?
Yeah, if you want, I can show you some main features. It will take like 5 minutes about after
Sure.
we discuss HelpDesk. Yes, so it's better to
Yeah,
see.
sure.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
can you please tell me your expectations from this presentation? Maybe you already had time to try HelpDesk and you already seen something and you want to hear about one feature, but you don't want to hear about another feature. So what are your expectations?
I'm mainly looking for how to use the SLAs.
Mm-hmm.
I look to how to set up, but you can go over everything. Maybe it's a different point of view from your side.
Okay.
So we want to just give us the whole demo,
Mm-hmm.
but
Okay.
more emphasize on the SLAs.
Okay, I see. So as you use old Jira, yes, 7.9, I will show you HelpDesk 1.9.9, which you use. So I have to say that this version maybe has some bugs which we already fixed, but in another versions which were after 1.9.9. So I will show you version which you have now. And after that, I will show you new version, the last version with some new features and much better and improved. So maybe you will have chance to upgrade your Jira and you will know how it works in a perfect world, let's say so. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Yeah, I will share my screen. Mm-hmm. So can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So let's start with customer portal. So how HelpDesk works. Basically, when you buy HelpDesk, you just you have to be sure that your HelpDesk has so many users, I mean licensed per users, as your Jira does. So if your Jira is for 500 users, then you have to buy a HelpDesk for 500 users, but you can have unlimited number of external users. Like if you want to communicate with your suppliers or clients, they can register here. It will be free for you because you pay only for your internal users, and it doesn't matter how many users you have, which will use HelpDesk. So for you, it will be unlimited. So here new users can register, sign up, and you can limit if you don't want to external people register here themselves, you can switch over this option and you will register all new users by yourself. So you can control who uses your customer portal. So I already have a user, test user, we will log in with him. That's how customer portal looks inside the first page. 1 second. I have a little bit slow internet. Mm-hmm. So this is the first page. What can you do and what can you see here? First of all, you can create a lot of sections here, like internal support, external support, sales. It depends on your needs. Yes, if you want your employees, for example, use customer portal, you can create different types of tickets, like new vacancy, if some of your colleagues need to open new vacancy in your company. If they want to go to vacation, they also can request it here. Yes, if they need some equipment, they can order it here. So you can use it for your internal employees, for your external customers if they have some questions about your products or they want to collaborate with you, they can already request some sale or collaboration request here. So it's up for you to decide how many sections you will have here, and which requests will be inside of these sections. You already can. You also can limit users who can or cannot create any type of requests. So let's say you want only your employees see these options and these options also. You go to HelpDesk administration and you make setting that only people who are in Jira software users group can see these options. And so all external customers will not see these options. What is here? This is a page from Confluence. If your Jira is integrated with Confluence, you can pick one page which will be placed here. So we use it to tell our customers some important information about plugins like new release or new features, or if let's say there is a holiday in Russia and we want our customers to know why we don't answer them, so we write it here. So it's also a really useful feature. How to create tickets here is really close to how to do it in Jira. So you just click on the request. You can see, 1 second. So if you will have some questions, you can just tap me and ask, please.
Okay, that's great. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So here, how it looks, ticket creation screen. You can pick which fields will be here or which fields won't be here, and you just fill form like let's say support request, fill all the necessary fields and create. So basically it works just like in Jira. After you create this ticket, it will be opened in the same window, in the same tab. So, and task also looks like Jira ticket. It's really closed. It has some differences, like you cannot assign ticket in HelpDesk because well, assign ticket is for people inside company, and people outside company in customer portal, they just don't know who works in company and who must be assigning the ticket. In another window, I will open HelpDesk administration just to show some settings. Yes, how it looks inside. How to make these settings. On access page, you can limit some permissions and restrictions, like who can or who cannot log in to Jira, who can see attachment sections, who can see comment sections. So it is so limited here. And you also can choose what your users can or cannot do in task in customer portal. So you can just delete option edit, so I don't know, add attachments. 1 second. Can I hide certain columns in the screen in HelpDesk but visible inside Jira project? Yeah, sure. So here, how you can do it, I will show you. In HelpDesk administration, customer portal page, there is a setting which is called, 1 second. Yes, so it is this one, this setting. Each you type settings. What can you do here? First, you can, as I said, you can make setting which groups will see this issue types in this project. So all requests which of these types will be seen only by this group. And also you can pick which screen will be on in HelpDesk. So you make one screen for Jira with all fields which you need, and the second screen for HelpDesk, and you can limit fields here. So is that what you asked?
Okay, so in order, if we want to add certain fields for the help from customer perspective, you are suggesting that two different screens, one for the project and the other. Okay.
Yes,
Thank
that's
you.
right. And while we are here, yes, in HelpDesk administration, I will show how to make settings for customer portal. Yes, how tickets from customer portal gets to Jira, yeah, and in which project. So you here you can make a lot of sections, as I mentioned, and here are items which are placed in customer portal, like I show vacancies and vacations and so on. So you create item, name it, write description for it, and then you choose in which project and which issue type this issue will be. And that's how all requests from vacation, they will go to project internal support, and they will be type of task. So it is simple setting.
So how do you handle the custom fields? So if Jira Service Desk has, or Jira has project has custom fields, and if there are mandatory fields for a issue type.
Did I hear correctly? So the question is how to hide fields, right?
No. So if like for example, Epic in my project, Jira project, has some custom field,
right?
And also there are some mandatory fields for my Epic issue type. In how do you handle that? So do I need to expose those fields on the customer portal?
I'm not sure if I understand your question. I'm sorry.
So like,
let me tell you, because like when we design the screen, right, customer with custom fields,
yes.
that will be, you can say this particular screen is exposed to this particular project in the help desk. So to answer your question, yes, we can decide what fields that we wanted to expose in the screen, including the custom fields.
So you mean screen of issue creation or screen of customer portal? Which screen?
I think he's asking about the screen of the customer portal, right? Because
yeah. So I think the setting you were showing me earlier, right, where you say that okay, if I enter something over here, like for example in vacation, right?
Yes. And
that go I can in the administration I can map it to a Epic type for a particular project.
Yes, sure.
So my question was that if my Epic type in is project one in like the internal project has certain mandatory fields and certain custom fields. So how do we handle that?
So basically all we can do is for every project and different issue types. So I can delete some issue types from here. So let's say this setting with this screen will be only for internal support and task. So this scheme with these fields will work for all requests which are in this project and this issue type. So let's say if you create vacation, yes, and you want to pick which fields will be in this vacation request, and you make this setting here. So this setting will be not only for vacation, but also for new vacancy and equipment. So for now, this is the only opportunity to limit fields. So not for each request particularly, but the whole project and issue type couple. So did I answer your question or not?
So I think the when we need yeah, I probably need to place a little bit on this one to see the question I was asking was that the task, like in this case, task,
Yes.
the 5 fields which are mandatory. Do I need to show all those fields on the when I'm filing a equipment request or a vacation request on the portal?
Can you make example of mandatory field you're talking about?
We have our like proprietary custom fields, which are mandatory for filing, like example, team name. That is a custom field and it's a mandatory field when somebody files a Jira issue type like as task.
I probably have to check your question because I'm not sure that I remember right now how it worked, because this version is old and maybe something changes from version to version. So maybe you can write this question in a ticket where we discuss this presentation, and I will check it and answer you later, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Okay, and back to customer portal. So the first section here, the main section is customer portal, where you can create issues. And the second one is my issues section, where you can see all the tickets which you want to see. So how it looks like. Let's first see how the settings in HelpDesk administration. It's here, HelpDesk administration user dashboard. So here you can choose which issues you or your colleagues will see in HelpDesk. So how it works. Okay, so here you can create as many tabs as you need. For example, you want to see all tickets which are assigned to you, yes? And you create ticket which is called assigned to me, for example, and GQL assignee is current user. Well, you can use here all GQL which work in Jira. They also will work in HelpDesk. And I would like to show you one thing, which is not about HelpDesk, but about our another plugin, which you asked about, CRM. Here you can see GQL reporter in current user company, how it works. In CRM, we have a directory which is called company, and we have directory which is called contacts, and all our company and all our customers are let's say like contacts in CRM, and we all are in some companies. So when we use this GQL, current user company, we can see in this tab all issues where a reporter is in my company. So if it was our production and I will go here, I would see all tickets which where reporters are in team lead company. So it's really useful when you use this GQL. All your customers will see only tickets from their companies, not another companies. Of course, here you also have to use security levels. So it's standard Jira option to limit tickets. I mean, to limit security of the tickets, because if, let's say, this ticket is not limited by security level, and I don't know, or how some external user will get linked to this ticket and he will open it, so he will see all of the information. That's why it is also useful to use security levels like in Jira, so it's also in HelpDesk. Right now, I don't have any tickets here because it's just test instance, but if I would go to my companies, I would see all the tickets which are related to my company. So here we can see, for example, overdue. tickets where due date is less than today. I can also choose which columns I will see here. So it is also made in HelpDesk administration. We go to user dashboard, columns, and let's say we add due date. We add it here. And then when we go back to customer portal, let's refresh it. So you will see not only that some ticket is overdue because this ticket is in this section, but you will also see the due date of this ticket when it will be available. Yeah, so you can see due date here. So that's why it is overdue. Well, I guess that's all I wanted to say about my issues. Maybe you have some questions on here about customer portal and my issues section. No? Okay, then let's move on. What else I would like to show you in HelpDesk administration? So one more important option is notifications. What can you do here? Let's say you don't want to use standard Jira notification scheme. You can use it not from Jira, but from HelpDesk. So how it works, you choose project, you choose scheme, you can you use here just standard Jira notification schemes, but you can have some advanced options like, let's say, send private links. If you use it, then your customers will get notifications not standard like in Jira, but with private link. And when they click on it, they will get directly to HelpDesk to issue, and they don't have to log in. Also, you can set some custom subject, custom text for your notification. For example, if your issue was assigned, you don't want to get standard notification that it was assigned, you can write any body which you want. So like summary of the issue and issue with issue key was assigned to another user and so on. You can choose which body you can see. So I guess that's all about notifications. And I think we can get to SLA. How it works. So to set SLA, you have to make some settings in 3 different places. First of all, one second. First of all, you have to create calendars and color schemes which will be used for your SLA. For example, you have different levels of SLA, like for platinum clients, for usual clients. For one of them, you work 24/7, and for another, you work from 12 to 22, and so on. You're also unlimited in calendars creation. When you create it, you can change some settings like time for every day, like breaks for your lunch, for example. And also you can set some days off, like 3 days in January, holidays in Russia, and you can set holiday for every day, or for these days for every year, or not for every year, just one holiday, and that's it. And here you set color schemes, also for different levels of SLA. For example, if I have a color scheme which is called internal customer, I can set how the color will be changed with time spent. Here is time settings where you choose how many hours you work in a day and how many days you work in a week. So let's say you have SLA 200, no, let's say 10,000 minutes. Depending on these options, calendar will understand how many days you work. So if it's 24/7, then it will be less days, and if it is limited by 8 and 5, so 10,000 minutes will be more days. So when after you created calendars and color schemes, we go to issues and custom fields to create fields which will show SLA for you.
Just one thing, we are recording this session, right?
We were recording, and I guess we are. 1 second. I started recording, so yes. If we don't, I will film it again and I will send you. Okay, we go to custom fields. I already have some fields, so I will show you them because they already have some settings, but just to show you how to create new field. You write SLA, and here you will see HelpDesk SLA field. So you just create it and add to the screen. And I will show you how the created field looks like. So I have two fields. One of them is time to response for first SLA for response to clients, and the second one is time to resolution. It's, let's say, SLA when you promise clients that you will resolve her ticket. We go to configuration of the field. Option which we did here is the last one. So how it works. You can create different levels of SLA for different type of clients. For example, as I said, platinum, gold clients, and so on. Let's say I have two levels of SLA, SLA1 and SLA2. SLA1 is for the highest issue with highest priority, and SLA2 is for issue not with highest priority. So here we write name of SLA, here time of SLA in minutes. So for me, first response for highest issue must be 20 minutes. And we choose calendars which we created for, let's say, highest is really important and I want to open them, answer them 24/7. And so it will be for, let's say, external customers color scheme, because I expect that I will get these tickets only from external customers. And here I write GQL, which will work here. If you have different levels of SLA, but they have the same GQL, like or don't have a GQL at all. So GQL in SLA levels is the same. So it matters which level is the first one. So if let's say this SLA had the same GQL, so the first one would be this one, or I can change. The first one will be this one. So the first one will work in this case. Do you have any questions here?
Not at this time, thank you.
Okay. Well, as I mentioned, I created two fields, time to response and time to resolution. Time to resolution is the same, but just the SLA is much more because I just created for a few days. And I will show later how it works. And after we created fields, we have to go to project, to workflow scheme, and choose when on which workflow transition our SLA will start or freeze or stop. Let's say go to support. Mm-hmm. Okay, here I have pretty simple scheme, but just no. I guess I opened another window, sorry. So it's pretty simple workflow just to show you how to set post function which will work for SLA. Edit. So let's say I want to start SLA time to response just when issue is created. So I open here post function, and I already have post function set because it will take a lot of time to create it right now. So I will just show you how it looks. So you add new post function which is called HelpDesk SLA, and you choose. I would like to show in case if you will have some questions. What you can choose here. So it's HelpDesk SLA management UAT. And here, first of all, you choose which option must work for the field in this transition. So for creation of ticket, I want my SLA to start. I choose start, and I choose SLA field, which must start on this transition. So I want time to response to start because we have to start our customers first. I want add it right now because I already edited. So I edited some post function on which transition, some for time to response, some for time to resolution. And I will show how it works in task. Of course, they will work. And if you create a Jira issue inside Jira, and they also will work if customers create issue in HelpDesk, and then your SLA also starts. So let's say you create ticket, or you get ticket from customers. So it will be a support task. I create issue. Let's say this issue has highest priority, so we have to change it here. Okay. Of course, summary. Let it be test, for example. Okay, we created ticket, and here you can see two SLA fields: time to response, time to resolution. So time to response started because we set past function on creation issue transition. We can see that we still have 20 minutes for 20 minutes left, yes, remaining, and 0 minutes were gone on this from the moment of creation. And here we can see time due date for this SLA. Well, I guess we won't wait till it ends, yeah, because it will take a lot of time. But let's say we get this ticket. We responded our customer. We wrote some comment. I can say that we at Team Lead in our company, we also use automation plugin, and we automated it to the level when we write comment to our customer, yes, response, and it triggers stop of SLA. So it can work not only with transition, but with transition plus comments. So with automation, you can make some really difficult settings. Here you can see that 1 minute passed, yes, and 19 minutes left. Okay, we responded our customers. We take this issue in progress. And for this transition, I had two past functions. First, time to response must stop. So it stopped, and we see that it was in time because we see green button because we still have time left. And time to resolution started. And we can see that it is 2 days when we have to resolve this issue. Let's say we worked on this issue and we'll send it to review to our manager. And at this time, when we don't work, we just wait for review. SLA doesn't work because we can do nothing here and we just wait. Our manager checked and decided that we worked bad, and he sent it back to progress. I also have past function here that time to resolution starts again. And well, right now the time elapsed is 0 minutes because we didn't wait enough. Yes, but if let's say here we would have 2 hours, yes, and after that it stopped. Not stopped, but went to pause, and we get this ticket back. It would be also 60 minutes, so time wouldn't have changed. We worked again, then again send it to review. Our manager checked it, and yes, everything's okay. He is ready to do it. So here we have past function to stop, and we also see the time to resolution for with SLA is okay. So basically it works like this. We can manage SLA only by transitions, not but in other actions like assigning issue or comment writing. Yes, it works only for transitions. You can have as many fields as you need, and you can make much more difficult settings, because now I showed you only settings for start, for stop, and for freeze. We also have reset option. So when the issue goes from one status to another, the time time elapsed, time remaining will set to basic functions. So it will be 0 and it will be 20. So the time will reset. I guess the settings are the main settings, and that's all I wanted to tell you about this SLA. Maybe you have questions.
Could you share those functions, the documented, the post functions that you talked about? It's
can you please repeat, because I didn't hear half
Okay, sure. So the post function that you talked about for the SLAs, it's already documented, right? Could you please send the link as well when you're sending this?
Yes, sure, I will. I just want to tell that when you will check documentation, you have to be sure that you check documentation for version 199. Yeah, we have different versions there because another versions have different functions, and it may be confusing when you read something and you don't see it. So I will send you documentation. Okay, maybe another questions. Okay.
Do you have any reporting to show on the SLA, or are you going to be showing after this?
Unfortunately, I don't remember right now if we have reporting in this version. As far as I remember, we don't. I remember that we have some GQLs for this, but I will also send you documentation because we changed it a lot, and I cannot tell you which GQL work in this version. But, we basically have some GQL which can show you all tickets which with SLA is working right now, with SLA reduced, with SLA reduced by assignee, and so on. So I will send you documentation, and you can check which will work for your version of Jira. Okay?
Sure. Yeah, that's what we wanted to just get an idea on how the report, we can use SLA and better represent our data on the reporting front. Just wanted to understand how to do it. So some examples on how your customers your documentation can show us, that'll help us. Yeah.
I'm not sure that I can tell right now. I'm sorry. It's because I have to check this version. Well, I can show you not documentation, but gadgets, which can also be really important here. So maybe it will be important for you. Gadgets which show SLA. Okay. So I would switch to new version of Jira to show you some more functions, and this instance has much more tickets, and you can see how it looks in normal world on not an instance with only 2 tickets. So this Jira is 8.50, I guess. It's pretty new, and it has new version of HelpDesk. And actually it is so new that it is not on marketplace yet. So I probably will see some functions which you will be the first person who see it. Okay, how I would just want to show you some functions which are not in your version of HelpDesk, but which are in later versions, and they are really cool, really important. First of all, how we use SLA. We added to gadgets. We do it in our company too. So, and we sorted by due date, so we can see which SLA is closer to us, and we have to work on this ticket right now. I just trying to remember about reports in which versions we did it, but I will check it and send you definitely. Now here we have only gadgets. Okay, some functions I wanted to show you. I will show you them, and I will tell which functions already work in your HelpDesk and which are in your Jira only. Okay, first of all, we have option, which is called a related issue. You also have these options. How it works? let's say, how do we use it? When we get ticket in support and we communicate with clients, we understand that we need to, I don't know, like fix some bug or change documentation, and a lot of different job which is not interesting for clients, and we don't want to discuss it in this ticket, but we want some connected ticket where we can work. We create a related issue. It looks like just Jira ticket. You can create it in another project, another different type. You can choose which fields will be copied to new ticket. Like in this case, it is summary. You don't have to fill it again. And after you create it, here you will have a link, related issues, and from support ticket, you will see all tickets which are connected to your ticket. So for us, it's really important and useful. What else? Let's say you have some comments in ticket. You can use option create issue from comment. You click here, and you also have a new creation screen. And a reporter will be the person who left this comment, and it also will be linked here with in linked issue section. 2 more fields. Let's say you second, it's another screen. Okay. I guess it's in internal support.
One question when the screen is coming, when you create a related issue from the Jira project for that particular customer issue, the link that is created, will it be shown to the customer in the help desk as well?
You can set it. So there is an option in HelpDesk which is show linked issue to customer. So if you enable it, then external customer will see this link. If you disable, they won't. So it's up to you to decide. Okay, let's say we create ticket and we call it for example, test. Sorry. I cannot test, but okay, page. Let's say page. Also not. I wanted to show you 2 fields. I will try to find it right now. One of them is searching for articles in Confluence. Do you use Confluence?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
And we also wanted to have the KB materials linked to the Confluence.
Okay. So I will try to create issue here. Are you limited in time? Maybe you have another meeting and I have to stop soon. How much time do you have?
I think we are fine. We can, if you are okay, we can go beyond the time.
Okay, let's say you create a ticket and you write in summary page. Here we have 2 fields. First of all is wiki page, which shows some articles from Confluence, and it is looking for summary for the name of page and also for labels inside of the page. So your customer can you can add this field to help desk to create an issue screen, and when your customers create new issue, they write summary and they can see that there are some articles in Confluence which can be helpful for them. And the second one is help desk similar issues. You also can use it in help desk. For example, when your customer tries to create new issue, which is called page, he can see that there is also issue created, which is called unavailable page. And maybe this issue is something he wanted to create, and he understands that he doesn't have to create because it's already created. Or it is also can be used not on help desk but inside Jira for your colleagues. Let's say you found some bug or problem and you want to create issue for that. You start doing it and you see that 5 minutes ago your colleague already did it and you want to duplicate it. And also, if it is here, I would like to show you comment templates. In help desk administration, I guess it is in comment section. It is called canned responses. You can create, for example, you use the same message every day, like remembering your colleagues about the job. Or you want to write that the ticket is almost done. You create here a template, which is called almost done. You choose which groups of users can use this template and text inside this template. So like, hi, we are working, stay tuned, it's almost done. Okay, you save it. And when you are in issue and you write in comment, you can see the button here. You click on it, choose it, and here you just can use it, not writing the same text every time. And SLA in new Jira, it's much better in my opinion. First of all, if you remember when we created SLA in old Jira, we first created calendars and color schemes in one place. Then we went to custom fields and created custom fields, and then we created post functions. So it's a lot of work and everything is in different places and it is not obvious how to do it. But in new Jira, in new help desk, we decided to place it just in one place. We go to SLA 2.0. This is the first version. That's why calendars don't really work right now. So it works only 24/7, but we are planning to fix it soon. You also create some color schemes like in old Jira. In old help desk. And this the last settings is SLA levels, which you created in custom fields and workflow transition. So you also choose how many hours you work in a day and how many days you work in a week. Here you can create some SLA levels, like resolution time or response time, and all settings are inside. You don't have to go anywhere anymore. How it looks like, we also have here start and pause, reset, stop, all the same options. And you don't have to go to workflow. Here you choose every action which triggers the SLA. Like issue created, SLA started. Issue updated, SLA paused, and so on. And what is really cool and important here, it depends not only workflow transition, like in the old version, but you also can set, let's say, assign issue to another person, and SLA will be changed. I don't know why it is so long. I'm sorry. Now we all have to work from homes, and internet is not so good here, sorry.
I hope it's not too late for you.
No, it's okay. I started late, so that's fine. I hope it will be loaded soon. While it is loading, any questions? Okay.
So I also had a request for exposing the JQLs, because right now, my issues, my company issues, in order to have those reports, is the JQLs that we have to expose from the Jira side. It would be nice if the customers can create their own JQL for their own filters, and then they can save it, just like how Jira is doing.
Well, yes. So it works like in Jira because you do it in Jira, yes. But we just edited some GQLs. But once again, I just have to check if they work on your version of HelpDesk. But yes, it works like all other filters. You just create it, save it, and then you can just control how your company works. So it is loaded. How it looks inside, absolutely the same. So name of SLA, time in minutes, calendar, color schemes, GQL is all the same. But what we added, you can click on advanced. So basically, let's say for this project and task of priority medium, you have SLA 40 minutes. But it is not enough for you to know that your company works well. So it is work well or not well. You want to control which team works well and which team doesn't. And here you can do it. You create new fields. It is standard field, single select, I guess. You can call it team, for example, and you have some options inside this team, like let's say it's team support first line, analysts, and developers. And you write that for support first line, SLA is 10 minutes. For analysts, it is 20 minutes. For developers, it's 30 minutes. And it works in parallel of main SLA. So you can first control if the whole company works fine and it is fine with SLA, but also you can control which team works good or which team needs some help, for example. And total SLA of all teams doesn't have to be the same as SLA of the whole company. It can be more or can be less. It doesn't depend on each other. And just to show you how it looks like, I will check how to start it. Well, a UI of new fields is also different, a little bit different. Yes, it is, I guess, better than the old one. you can see here only time remaining and due date. And the difference is that you also can see it in seconds. And I guess that's it. Let's say we will start SLA when issue created. Let's close. We create new issue. Here we will. No, we will not pick team. I wanted to show you how works SLA for different teams, but team is not on this screen. Okay, issue was created, and now I don't know why, but now SLA doesn't work. So I'm sorry, I didn't check this instance before meeting because I was preparing another old instance. But basically it works the same. We choose that it will start, SLA will start when issue is created. So it starts, then you can move to another statuses or assign or update, and it will influence on. No, yeah, it works. You see, a remainder is less than 40 minutes. So yeah, it works. And 1 second. I guess it's just because of my internet. So at the beginning it doesn't work, but then it starts working. And how it would look like for the whole company SLA, you will have here 40 minutes, and for SLA of support first line, you have SLA 10 minutes, and you can check if any of your team has some problems. So I guess that's it. That's all I wanted to show you. Maybe some questions for now. No? Hello?
Yeah, it's fine. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, I remember that you had some question and you promised to write it, and I will answer you, and I will find information about GQL on HelpDesk 199, and I will send you documentation on SLA, how to create it. And also, if you have some questions while using plugin and creation SLA, we understand that it is not easy and it has a lot of options, and you always can write us and we can help you on every option.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. And you also talked about there are other plugins, right? You have a plugin.
Yes, sure.
Can you show me that?
Sorry, I forgot about it. I have to tell that I didn't check how it works on this instance. It is our instance for test. I hope it will work correctly. So you again see my screen, right? Okay. So
yeah, I can see.
CRM is also pretty big, almost as big as HelpDesk and maybe even bigger. That's why I will show you only some main options. It is here on the top panel. Some basic options, what you can have here. First of all, you have some standard directories like companies, contacts, products, transactions, but no, budgets is not here. So, and you can control work of your company here. I will tell you how we use it. For example, when our customers write us in HelpDesk, for the first time, automatically there is new contact for this person in CRM, and we can control. We can check our clients. For example, we get new requests from from one client, and we can open this client here and check information about him, like where he works, how often he writes us and creates tickets. We can check all tickets which he created. All contacts can be related to one company, but you can change them between contacts. Here you can have some directories, like let's say you want to have lists of all your products of your I don't know, employees birthday in one place, and you can use directories for that. And what is really important, we have in CRM, we have a lot of custom fields which can be used in issue. I'm not sure that they are in issue right now, but I will try to check. For example, we have a custom field CRM company in Jira, CRM contacts, custom directories. So all information from CRM can be shown in Jira issue, and we can change some information in issue, move it to another status, and we have some pass functions which move information from Jira back to CRM. So it can be synchronized with Jira. I mean CRM with Jira. What is also can be important here? Well, for us, it is really important to see all our transactions. Well, for example, we can see our salary here, or how much money we get from our clients, for which deals, when, and so on. It is again slowly. What else? Also, here we have work log reports, something that we use. I'm not sure if you log your work and you control your employees, or just want to see how they do. You can use work log report, and you will see you can see how many hours every employee spent on different epics or different tasks. Also you we have option direct mail from CRM. Yes, if you add a contact email in his information, you can send him some letters to them directly from CRM. Like for example, Alan Lima, you choose him and send direct mail. Also, all CRM contacts can be synchronized with Jira users. Well, it is important to do it if you want to have actual lists of your customers in CRM. For us, and it's important. So you can start contact synchronization, and then every time when you create new Jira user, he will be automatically added to contacts directory, and when you create new CRM contact, it will be automatically created also like Jira user. If you want, you can enable or disable this option. So it is all set here. Well, I guess these options are the main one. So the best thing in CRM is that it is really compatible with HelpDesk. So it is useful for you that it is useful for you because when users are created in HelpDesk, they will be also automatically set to CRM, and you can see list of all your customers, so you can understand how many customers you have, how often they communicate with you, and so on. So for us, it's important to have some statistics and to see all people in one place. That's why we need CRM. And also I show you that you can limit issues shown in HelpDesk by reporter colleagues. Well, I guess that's it. Some questions here maybe, because CRM is really huge plugin and I need 2 more hours to talk about it, to tell you everything. So maybe you have some questions and expectation about this plugin which you would like to ask right now.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for giving this overview in the CRM as well. I think right now this demo is great. Just send us the recording and other information. Vignesh and others, do you have questions?
I'm good.
Hey, Hing, do you have question?
No, I'm good. It looks just like Jira. That's pretty good.
I think that's all from us. Thank you so much. I know it's very late for you. You know,
Okay.
appreciate. Yeah.
So, okay.
Доброй ночи.
Доброй ночи, спасибо. Okay, I will send a link tomorrow, I guess. And if you will have some questions, you always can write us. Okay?
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
You're welcome.
Спасибо.
Пожалуйста.